Hello learners, Tyler from Tenthumbsproductions. Today we're doing a blues 12 bar open tuning with the slide. The open tuning is very easy, and even if you don't have a slide, you can still follow along because I'll show you how to do it with your fingers. So no matter what your level, no matter what your equipment, you can have some fun with this one. New ukulele every Wednesday and Saturday, so hit subscribe if you like that kind of content. If you like slide, go ahead and let us know and hit that like button as well. Printable tabs will be coming at Patreon, links in the notes, as well as my description, as well as the description. My email's down there as well too if you want some one-on-one lessons. Let's do it. Ukulele brain attention span. Follow me on in and let's break it down. All right, so for today's lesson, we're going to be doing an open C slide blues. Now, you can follow along if you don't have a slide. That's fine. You're just going to use your fingers to fret, and you'll be able to play it just fine. So the tuning, really easy. Our A goes down a whole step to G. So now we have two G's. So we have G, C, E, and G. Now, that might be a little repetitive. If you had a low G, it would sound great, but that's just how this tuning works. Sometimes with these open tunings, you're going to see things that can feel a little repetitive and a little odd, but that's kind of part of the charm of them, is working around those. So open C, if you strum all four strings, it's a C chord, 5th fret. Now keep in mind, my slide isn't behind where my finger is. My slide is directly over the metal, and that's my F chord. If I were to bar it with my index finger, F, 5, 5, 5. 7, 7, 7, 7 is my G chord. Another thing, if you're new to the slide, you'll see that these two fingers, I'm putting my slide on my ring finger, and my two fingers are still on the strings behind that on the fretboard. That's to help any kind of loose, wobbling strings or anything like that. So we put up the first four measures, and we're going to see it's actually a 2-bar idea that repeats itself. These are the first four measures in our 12-bar blues. It would sound like this. Okay, so what's going on? We're going to finger pick, and we're going to use our thumb on this original G string, and then these two fingers on the E and our new G string. And we're going to pluck them together. 1. Your thumb is going to go down and grab that C on the first beat. 1, 2. 1, 2, and. Index finger is going to grab the and on the off beat. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3, 4. So your thumb the whole time is actually just going to alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4. On that first beat, you're going to stack 2 extra notes. 1, 2, and. Then that's the only and we have in that first measure. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1. The next measure starts off the first two beats the same. 1, 2. And then we're going to play the 3rd fret of the E and the new G string, the string formerly known as A, the artist formerly known as Prince. If you were to do it without a slide, you would get with that slide, though, you want to slide into that 3-3. So you start just a little below it and come into it. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4. So good. Now, part of the reason that's so good is because G is in our chord. So C chord is C, G, E. C, G, E. That's our C chord. This right here on the 3rd fret is a B flat. And so, because we moved it, normally it's here, but it's up here now. G, A flat, A, B flat. When you add a B flat to a C chord, you get a C7, which is our bluesy sound. So these 4 measures again. Lovely. Cat approved, right? Yeah, that sounds so good. Okay, moving on to the F. We're going to do the same pattern. We're going to slide up to F. Again, bar it if you don't have a slide. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. All right, you can hear it on my G string. I'm getting a little bit of a flub sound. It's because my hand comes at an angle. The flatter you get that slide over those strings, the better it's going to sound. Okay, and then we're going to go right back to the C idea. So you put those two together, we have the middle 4. We have and now we're on the turnaround. Last 4 measures, they sound like this. Then you're back in the top. So we're going to start up, getting up to this G string. Getting that G string to ring out, it's been the hardest part for me today, just so you know. So if you're struggling with that, you're not alone. And we're also going to pluck the E and the high G together. 1. And then we're going to drop down and grab the 7th fret of the C string on the 2nd beat, slide down to 5, and then back up to 7. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4. This note here is an F note, and that turns our G into a G7. We repeat everything down 2 measures because that takes our F and makes it into an F7. So 9 and 10 you get. Then on the first beat of the 11th measure, open C string. Slide up. Index finger, however you do it, 6th fret, and it goes 6, 5, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and first beat of the next measure is the 3rd fret here. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Then you're going to come up to 5, 5, 5. 6, 6, and then you're going to slide up. You're going to go 2 and 3 and 4, 2 and 3 and 4, and a little vibrato. And then you're back in the top. So the entire turnaround, nice and slow, would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Boom. Into the top. So let's put the whole 12 bar together, and we have the first version. Then we're going to add some hot sauce to it. From the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back into the top. Let's add some stank to that, shall we? So we're going to add 3 1-bar fills. The first fill that we're going to learn, it sounds like this. It's 3, pull 0 on the G string, open E. And it's a triplet. Do, 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 do. So when you land back on the 3rd fret for the second time, it's the second beat. 1 pola, 2 pola, 3. Then you slide up to C. Believe it or not, that is a really fancy C7 arpeggio. B flat is our flat 7. G is our 5th. E is our 3rd. And C is our root. 1 pola, 2 pola, 3, 4. Now you can either do that third fret on the third beat with your index finger or the slide. I do my index finger and then I slide to the 5th fret. So I go 1 pola, 2 pola, 3, 4. And that one, as it is a C7 arpeggio, you can play that anytime over the C rhythm. Normally with blues, you're going to sing over the first 2 bars and then riff over the next 2. So in the first 4, that's all C. You'd play the original rhythm for 1 and 2, and then you could do that riff either on measure 3, 4, or measures 3 and 4. That works too. Okay? The other C riff is going to be, start here on the 8th fret, and it's going to go 8, 6, 0, 3, then 3 slide to 8. That's a triplet. So you could either use your index finger, slide, any way you want. 8, 6, 0. I'll use my slide. So I'm going to slide 8 to 6. Then I'll play the O with my index finger. And I'll land on the 3rd fret of the E string on the 2nd beat. 1 pola, 2, and then on the 3rd beat, 3, 4. Slide all the way up to 8. You can do that slow. You can do it quick. The idea is that you land here on that 4th beat. So it's 1 pola, 2, 3, 4. And that works the same exact way as the other one. It's a C riff, so it would sound great over measures 3 and 4 or 5 and 6. The F fill. 5, 0, 3, 5, 3. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. And that's how I play it. I'm going to go index finger, 5, 0, 3. 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 3rd beat, I'll slide 3 to 5. And then 4th beat, I'll slide 5 to 3. 1 and 2, 3, 4. And so those are the fills. Let's look at how they would fall into a full 12 bar. All right, first 4 up, we can see fill number 2 is on the 4th measure. So these would sound like this. Cool. All right. And then here we see that our F fill is on the 6th measure of our blues. And over the 8th measure we have, so these 4 nice and slow. Let's go extra slow with these, would sound like this. The turnaround's gonna be the same. So let's put this 12 bar together, nice and fancy 12 bar from the top. Here we go, from the top. Nice and slow, nice and smooth. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want more slide? Check out these videos right here. These are all geared towards you with your slide and your open tunings to take your playing to the next level. We'll catch you next Wednesday and Saturday for ukulele, Monday for guitar. Have a lovely weekend. Life is good. Catch you on the flip side, Tenthumbspro.com. Take care, friends, and until next.